hashtag was a big platform, especially for me personally. I was still young, I was like 20. Good platform, good experience as well. And obviously to win the league as well just topped it off. I think it just topped off, so yeah.
What was that like in terms of the exposure? Because I always used to see like the comments like, oh, Jermaine's playing and da-da-da. Like, you had a proper, like, you were their star boy. Because I was seeing even thumbnails. When, obviously I create a lot of content, so when I see like thumbnails and you're dead centre there, and do you know what I mean? Like, how did that feel? Like, did you feel like, I've made it sort of thing? I know it's only step 3 or step 4, but
yeah, no,
it must have got to you.
Yeah. I've spoken to, you know, Marcus Stamp.
I
spoke to him and I said to him, a lot of people say playing for hashtag is a flex, and I just said, look, I'll be real. I played there for a long time. I don't think it's a flex, but in terms of the exposure, it is a flex.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a big flex, and it's like it's basically like with the cameras everywhere. It's like a professional environment.
Yeah.
It's a good professional environment, but obviously, I absolutely love the club. Spencer, Seb, all them players, like even PK, all them players, Devs as well helps me, and Joe Keefe as well. I actually love the club, and obviously, hopefully, one day I'll go back in it when my career's done.
What was it? What was that dressing room like with all them characters in there? You mentioned a couple of them: Tediola, PK, yourself.
Just characters, man. Like cameras in your face. You know, you're gonna do something stupid. But you know what it is about PK? He doesn't act. That's how he is. That makes sense. But when he's on the pitch, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He knows how to be disciplined, especially AT as well. Knows how to be disciplined. I think it started with as well. It started where we went on like a 21 game unbeaten streak. Who does that nowadays? Barely any people. But it's like with them characters, it kind of brings the best out of you as well.
Yeah.
And obviously when sometimes he shouts at you and screams at you, PK and AT, they know you can do better.
Yeah.
They're not doing it to obviously violate. They're doing it because they know you can do better. But all in all, it's just good experience there as well.
How did you develop there as a player? Because again, like you said, you learned a lot from the previous players at Coggeshall, but then at hashtag United now, you've got all them personalities around you, that sort of thing. So did you kind of develop more off the pitch as a brand? Because I was seeing the more, what's it now, J7 now?
Yeah.
Develop the brand now?
Yeah, I kind of used that as an exposure to obviously build myself and build my character and build like my fan base. And a lot of hashtag people still follow me till this day and follow my journey. I've seen the comments, they say he's going to make it pro, etc. Obviously now I'm a professional footballer, so obviously it's like they've been following me, and like, I just love them as a whole in it. So yeah, it was good. It's good.
That's it. Yeah. What's the one game or couple of games that kind of stick out in your mind at hashtag United? Like best game or best goal or best moment?
So best game, I'd say for me personally, Wroxham away. We went down to 9 men. I think that's when we started to realise that everyone was against us. Pretty much, because YouTube team, etc. Everyone says, yeah, YouTube team, but we're more than the YouTube team.
Yeah.
I believe that, especially with that squad that we had, I believe that if we kept the players, we could have went so much further. And I think Wroxham was the best game. We went down to 9 men. We won 3-2. I even had to play right back at one point. PK was playing right back, doubling up against the wingers. Like, it was just sick. And then at the end, obviously, we got into a huddle, and Dev's literally just said to us, it's us against the world.
So easy to fold in situations like that, but if we can get anywhere, we are going to have to take on the world, right? Us against them.
Like, we have nothing to lose here. As much as obviously there's 24 teams in the league, 20 teams in the league, we'll beat them all, and it ended up working at the end, lifted the trophy. So
yeah. Sick. And then what was your best goal that you scored there? Because you scored quite a few in that season.
Yeah, my best goal was against Tilbury with the scissor kick.
Yes.
Scissor kick. I think I scored a hat trick that game as well. So my first ever non-league hat trick. So yeah, I think that was probably my best goal. You know. So,
yeah. Fair enough. And then was there like any moments that you wish you could go again against? Like, I don't know, was there a team that you didn't beat? Obviously, you went on a unbeaten run, but was there any teams that you kind of maybe got the better of or performed better against?
Stowmarket, we drew to them at the start. I was injured, and then we went to their ground and they beat us 3-1. I believe that we, as a whole, it doesn't matter about the players that we had that was injured. There's a lot of key players that were injured. There was still enough players to fill in. I believe that we just didn't have that feeling.
Yeah.
And I believe that sometimes when you lose certain players and they're not really on the pitch, I think certain players like to hide. That's what I just felt personally. But all in all, I feel like, yeah, we just needed to kind of take the game by the scruff of the neck and try to win that game. But obviously we lost 3-1. So at the end of the day, we ended up winning the trophy. So
yeah.
it's not really.
But I suppose you kind of learn more from defeat than you do from winning sometimes, didn't you? So again, you kind of learn from that and go from there.
Yeah.
So end of the season, you've won the trophy. How does the Barnet move come about then?
I went Chelmsford.
Oh no,
first.
Chelmsford. Sorry, beg your pardon. Chelmsford. How did the Chelmsford move come about?
Chelmsford. Obviously, the next day I was on PlayStation with Ben Brooks.
Yeah.
And obviously he just missed out on playoffs because obviously they lost in the quarterfinal. He just said to me, like, I want you here. And I said, what's the club like and stuff? And
Yo, Ben said that?
Yeah.
Oh, like he's the chairman?
Yeah, like, he said, like, because obviously the chairman asked about me through Ben Brooks.
Yeah.
And obviously he wanted me from the time I was at Coral Shore, but I didn't want to play wing back.
Yeah.
So obviously now...
What's he, chairman, why are you playing this guy at wing back, man? You just see a fast guy, you just want to play at wing back. You not see this guy? Star boy, you know, come on.
Yeah, like, so I spoke to Robbie Simpson, the Chelmsford manager. Just said, I like you, you're robust, you know how to beat a man. The touches in the box are so important because you drive the team up and you help us get into something called the Pomo area. It's just that area there. No one can touch you. If you get into that area, you hit it back stick, 9 times out of 10 is going to be a goal. It's going to go over the keeper's head, it's going to be a goal. And he tells me a lot of these things, and obviously I ended up missing the first 2 games of the season. But I came back straight away, and yeah, I was a Chelmsford player from there. Got a warm reception from the fans. I didn't actually expect those fans to be completely different to the hashtag fans.
Yeah.
They're completely different because I feel like they live and die for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's just say, for example, a 5-yard pass, you'd get away, and let's just say if you lose the ball, you'd get away with it at hashtag.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, they kind of rate you. These players, obviously, I'm not saying that they didn't rate me, but they didn't know me at the start.
They didn't know you at that start.
They knew me as just hashtag, and obviously, like, they knew me as like a good player. But if I didn't perform, it's like we kind of bought who do we buy?
Yeah.
But yeah, like after that, it was just, I kicked on from there.
Was there money exchange? Oh, was it?
Compensation, yeah. That's why I ended up missing the first 2 games of the season.
Oh, swear. Yeah. Oh, so you worked though now?
Yeah.
Jeez, look at him. Okay. Yeah. So was there any animosity between like hashtag and Chelmsford? Like from the hashtag side, obviously not from the Chelmsford side.
In terms of
like, oh, you're leaving us when we've just got promoted and stuff like that, or was it kind of handshakes and like wish you all the best? I know how it plays out on social media, but look.
No. Everyone, obviously from the manager, I think they knew my ambition was to be a professional footballer. Yeah. And obviously, I know, obviously you can only go as far as you can with a club, and sometimes you've got to take another step. And I believe that was my best step in my career so far, because I could have stayed at hashtag, but I was like I know obviously I'm going to be the best there. I want to challenge myself to prove myself at another level, and then go higher, even higher, and then even higher, and then hopefully one day reach the Prem. Yeah,
and you will, because you've always got that ambition. I've seen it anyway, like even from the Sunday League days, and which you're still playing right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got that ambition, man, and I believe I can see it as well, man. Like, I'm sure you get the comparisons to Raheem Sterling a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, which is a good thing, like, it's not like he's a dead player, is it? So, yeah.